Hey everyone, it's Jason from GameRave.com, and this is Pause Mode. So we have this ongoing series on the PlayStation side called Subset Collecting, where we gather together like-minded games that would be cool to collect for. It was about time we have the same kind of fun with the other systems. We'll start with the Saturn. In the modern world, we're blessed, or cursed, with digital downloads, Blu-ray media discs, and terabyte hard drives. Outside of the 360's DVD drive, the thought of having to get up and switch a disc could be fairly mind-boggling and archaic. But in a 32-bit world when a CD-ROM was all you had, you just have to make do. On the positive side, some of the games allowed this to be a hidden form of progress and anticipation for things to come. Despite its short life, the Saturn did have several multi-disc games, some of which are the cream of the crop level goodies. Without further ado, let's get to it. Really? Okay, so first up is a game that's literally split down the middle, Command & Conquer. Each of the two discs is a different faction in the war. Quite literally, you have to choose sides and then have at it. Next up is Corpse Killer Graveyard Edition, one of those great guilty pleasures you just can't turn away. Essentially a light gun game with no light gun support, it's worth the entry fee just for the absolute grade A cheesy and camp factor from all the FMV actors. Speaking of FMV games, we also get to include the wonderful D, where you as Lara must confront your father over a horrible secret. And then there's Creature Shock. In Creature Shock, you have to travel through a full-motion landscape and eventually play a point-and-shoot adventure game. Now, Double Switch harkens back to the Sega City FMV style games, which is also a spiritual successor to Night Trap. This brings us to Enemy Zero, a follow-up, though not directly related to D. This time Lara is trapped in a sci-fi themed station of horrors. The game is actually a hybrid of actual game hallways blended into FMV style puzzle rooms like D was. This particular game is the first of 3 sought after games in the subset. The second gimme gimme is Lunacy. Another FMV game in the style of D, this one was made famous by its purposely baffling storyline, which was one giant mystery after another. Exclusive to the Sega Saturn, it's become one of the system's best guilty pleasures. Diving into the final 3 games, we have 2 cornerstones of the US library and one good team try. The latter being Mr. Bones, a first-party title that was somewhat between side-scrolling platform and minigame bonanza. Our second to last game is Street Fighter Collection, a beautiful 2-disc set featuring Super Street Fighter and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, along with the upgraded Alpha 2 Gold. Last, but certainly not least, is the pinnacle of the Saturn's life, Panzer Dragoon Saga. Released on the system's deathbed, Saga was the one game that did everything it could to not be a Saturn game. Beautiful real-time morphing on the Dragon, various beautiful 3D landscapes, and a lovingly crafted story. There are a few systems whose final game releases can truly send off the system properly. The Saturn was one of those few proud ones. I can tell you right now, going for this subset will be costly, mainly due to Panzer Dragoon Saga. Seriously, bring your credit card. Alright guys, that does it for this week. We'll see you all next week on GameRave TV. Take care and have a great weekend.